Hi all, welcome to another video. Today's video is about how I went down from 3 bikes to 1. I used to have gravel bike, bikepacking bike, commute bike. Now I've got 1 bike and I will show you exactly how I do it. First thing I do is every single week, every single Friday at the end of the working week, I will clean my bike thoroughly. But if it's winter, I won't touch the frame. I'll do the whole chain set, clean the chain, clean the sprocket, clean the cassette, clean everything, make sure it's gleaming, check the brakes, make sure they're all good. Don't necessarily clean the brakes with a brake cleaner because otherwise you've got to bed them in again. But I just make sure that everything, any metal to metal contact is clean. In the summer I'll clean the frame, not weekly because you clean it once, and if you're really lucky you can clean it once a month, give your frame a good clean. It's a titanium bike, it doesn't really need me to spend ages cleaning the frame, it's just dirt in it. It's a gravel bike. Which leads me on to number 2. I've got a gravel bike. Gravel bike will allow me to commute, so I can carry lots of weight. It'll allow me to bike pack, which because it can carry lots of weight. It gives me that wider tyre clearance as well, which I prefer. It means it makes the bike comfy, and I can also stick road tyres on it. I did a 24-hour event and I put, I think it was 32mm road tyres on it, just put them on a set of my wheels. Worked fine. It was hard because I was tired and it rained for 24 hours, but there you go. This is the main reason why I can use it for all 3. So I commute for 5 days a week. And I do all my errands on my bike and everything, so I'll do 200-ish miles a week on my bike, commute-wise. Then at the weekend I'll go out gravel bike packing, then periodically, gravel riding. So I'm out gravel riding most weekends on the Ridgeway. Periodically I will go bike packing, and this is how I get away with it, right? So I've got rid of 1 bike, but what I've done is I bought 3 sets of wheels. Now I'm not sponsored by Hunt, but I like their wheels. They're pretty cost effective, I can afford them, and the support I've had from Hunt's been brilliant, as in when something's broke. I've learned to change the bearings in these, and because I've got all the same wheels, it's all the same bearings, so that's just my thing. But anyway, this is my commute set of wheels, tubeless ready, and it's not about the tyres, it's about the type of tyres, but it's not about the brand or the make. But these are Schwalbe G1s. They're extremely cheap for what they are, and they last me, well, they'll last me a good year, and that's a lot of commuting over a year. Probably about, I think I did about 6,000 or 7,000 miles on a set last year. I've recently changed them, so they've got good tread ready for this year and this winter. They're set up tubeless, so cycling to work, the last thing you want on a crappy day is a puncture. And these are the all-road, so they roll really fast. Worst case scenario, if I go gravel riding at the weekend and I something wrong with my gravel wheels, which I'll show you in a minute, I can still use these as long as it's dry. They're not fantastic on the really muddy stuff, but going to work. I'm not going through the really muddy stuff. I'm going down cycle paths and a few tracks, so they work a treat. Yeah, set up tubeless, and when they say all round, it's exactly what they are really. All round, good summer tyre, and I can maintain a speed on this that I can pretty much maintain on a road tyre, maybe half a mile an hour less, which isn't a lot really. So these roll really well. That's 1 set. Let's go to the next set. So what I'll do is on a Friday I'll clean my bike and I'll change them, and I'll change it to this, which is more of a knobbly. You can see hopefully see the tread there on the camera. These are the Terravale Rutland. They're a soft compound, and I wouldn't say they last a massive amount of time, but because they only ride them on gravel, I think I've just changed the back tyre after probably a year and a half, so they've lasted pretty long. The front tyre, this is the front tyre. You can see the tread's still pretty good on these. They're a soft compound, light and supple, as they say. But these are what I put on at the weekend. Even if it's dry, I'll stick these on. It just helps going through the rocks and the bridleways. Always a little bit damp. And then if you have a bit of rain in the week and everything's sort of got damp, it's just better than sliding around, which you would on the all road. So that's basically it. That's my gravel tyre. Also use these for bike packing. if it's a short trip. I'll explain why in a minute. I've got another set. So I use these if it's a short trip for bike packing, 2 days, because I can take a power bank. Now, the last set. Don't worry too much about the tyres. These are a set of tyres I had left over, and I've still got a load of these tyres left. So I just keep them on here, and I want to use them. I don't want them to go to waste, so I may as well use them. Oh, these are the Panaracer Gravel Kings SK. Set up tubeless as well, same as the gravel, same as the all roads. And you'll notice this little thing here, in here, that's a dynamo. And the reason why I have these is because I use these in the winter for commuting, because it means I never have to worry about charging my lights. I've got front and rear light which goes on this, which is the, I can't remember the name of it, it's about 800 lumens, so I get really good lighting in the winter. I never have to worry about charging my batteries, because there's nothing worse than going out of your house at 6 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter to find out you've not charged your front light or your back light. So what this gives me is lighting all through the winter. So I'll tend to put these on as the night's drawing in. It gets dark. So once it starts getting light, sort of anything after 7, and dark anything after sort of 4 or 5, so December onwards really, I'll put these on, just because of the dynamo. I also use these for bike packing trips, anything over 2 days, because my power bank will keep everything charged. But then you think head unit, watch, headphones, all that sort of stuff, camera, you're going to wax your power bank. And all I do with this is I keep my power bank charged. So every day my power bank gets charged. I only have to go 10 miles an hour, and I'll keep it charged all day long. Then at the end of the day I charge everything. The next day I plug the power bank in. What's really good as well when you're bike packing, if it does get dark, I have a built switch, and I can flip it over. I'll go into more detail. I'll do another video on my setup. But basically, I built a little switch. I can flick it over to the lights. So in the day I charge the battery, and at night I'll charge my. I'll put my lights on. So I never have to worry about all that sort of stuff. It's the Son Deluxe, I think. Does it say on there? Yeah, Son Deluxe. And basically, I did a trip to France last year, 6 days. Didn't have to charge, didn't have to stop and charge anything, just kept everything charged all the time. So that's why I have them. So with these 3 sets of wheels, effectively, I never have to worry about what I'm doing on my bike. But the key is maintenance. If you look, it's pretty clean at the moment. Cleaned it on Friday when I finished. Didn't ride this weekend, decided to have a weekend off. But there you go. So you don't really need loads of bikes. And I ain't got the room, but yeah, no, these the 3 sets of wheels are great, and they give me loads of options. If I was going to be, for instance, go somewhere off-road for a week, I would just swap the the front tyre on because all the wheels are the same, so I can just move one tyre to the front, leave my normal knobbly back tyre on, put the knobbly back tyre onto the dynamo front wheel, and then I've got a dynamo set up with knobbly tyres, so you can move them around. I'm pretty good with tubeless now. I had a nightmare when I first started. Now I'm pretty good with it. I can get a wheel on and off in 5 minutes, set up tubeless. But yeah, means I don't have to now have 3 bikes. And the other thing as well, it's less maintenance, because you're not looking after 3 bikes, you're looking after 1 bike. Just got to keep on top of it. And that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope it was helpful for somebody, and like and subscribe. See you soon. Cheers.